Hello guys, welcome to another one of my streams. So today we're going to be pushing score because we finally were able to upgrade our weapon. I know if you had this legendary, it's been feeling more like a curse, like every time something happens with it, you know. First it was not being able to get it, now we couldn't even update it the day we wanted to, you know, because I was sitting on like 2,000 flight stones and all those things, like everyone else, you know, saving my crests and all those. Hey Sir Great, what's up man? So today we're going to be pushing some score, trying to do some 12s, 13s and all those kinds of things. Or well, actually we have to fill up our line of 11s and turn them into 12s. We have really good item level now. We are 516 out of our 518 pieces, 518 max item level that we could be. And we've been really lucky from the raid. You guys can see it. I have a call to chaos now and it has leech. Yeah, this thing's really damn strong. Oh, I did have all the necessary currency to upgrade it to full. Oh, by the way, if you can't upgrade it still, just log out of the game, log back in. There was an update earlier, so maybe you didn't get it. But you can upgrade it to full. Like everyone's been doing that. You need 60 worm crests, 90 aspect crests, and like 2,000 flight stones, something like that. That's pretty good, man. If you don't have the legendary, just get the best weapon you can. You can buy Ashkandar with bullions. I think it's the best second option without legendary. The only risk you run of doing that is you might get the legendary, then you're going to feel bad that you wasted 2 bullions. But don't worry too much about bullions. We get like one every 2 weeks, so they're almost like we're going to always have bullions available for stuff, you know. Also, you might get lucky from things with the raid and get some stuff, you know. For example, I don't have to spend my bullions in a call to chaos anymore. Now I have those 2 bullions open for whatever else I want. And well, I do still have to spend on a Diurna because this one is only normal, but still, you know. So yeah, we'll have bullions to spend. So I would say just get an Ashkandar if you don't have the legendary and just want to do big damage, because a weapon is really important, you know. The weapon itself for me was an upgrade of 45k DPS, like literally 45k DPS on full dungeon simulation. It just feels incredibly powerful after weapon. Does so much damage. Actually, the weapon itself does damage, you know. It does like 7 to 6% of my damage. But the important part is the weapon DPS. I think that's the biggest upgrade I've gotten. Anyways, we do have a good item level. This is our current stats. We're running a lot of crit, haste to 35%, just almost before the DR cap, because that's what this simulation tells me. Running some mastery, full versatility. Other than that, our build is going to be something like this. Since it's bolstering week, tanks are not pulling huge, so I haven't seen like really big pulls that demand me to use Searing Light. So instead of using Searing Light, we're going to be using Searing Flames. Tanks are doing like smaller pulls, trying to get like 5 things and not super bolster something, and then we all die. Because it has happened in places like Ruby Life Pulse. If you super bolster the small rock guys, they do an AoE and everyone like takes a million damage, and it's dangerous. Anyways, let's start. So let's do a key. Let's join a key. We can join any key we want, I think, at this point. We can join a 12. What do we need? Let's see. Okay, let's join a 12. I would say 12 Legacy of Tyr. We've done that key so much that we kind of know it by heart, so let's just do it. Let's find Uldaman. I like that place, even though it's super long. It's kind of an enjoyable key. Let's join this 12. Let's see if we get in. Let's join this 12. Let's see if we get in. And okay, we wait.
An excellent choice.
Oh, by the way, I want to make an update to my Trinket video. So, a lot of people have been asking me, why does Anvil seem so high? And it does seem so high. Even in full dungeon simulations, it seems pretty high over things like Call to Chaos and Whispering Icon, you know. But the thing is, you have to get full stacks for that thing to work correctly, you know. If you can't guarantee that you are always going to be in combat, and you drop your stacks, the Trinket is going to underperform greatly. Even if you drop your stacks just once, it can mean like that Trinket's not doing much over something that can always give you value, you know? So yeah, that was one small advice. If you can guarantee that you can be in combat all the time, get your ambo instead of maybe Call to Chaos, you know? But if you can't, Call to Chaos is just incredibly good. It procs all the time. It procs back to back sometimes, you know? It's really strong. It also helps us with some of our out of cooldown damage, because once this Trinket procs, it's basically like you get 30% more damage. Basically, it's like that. The amount of strength that it gives you is just 30% more raw damage. Pretty good. I'm using just the old things, you know, Frostfire Legworks of Preparation and one Blue Silken Linen. For now, it feels like really good to play with. Mostly because I have been only getting 60 to 50% Black Silken Linen uptime, which means that my Frostfire Legworks are going to give me a bit more value. Especially since it's a fortified week, it's also really good to run this. That it gives you like, my haste goes to 51%. No, actually now it will be 55% or something like that whenever this thing procs. It's giving me raw 20% extra haste, which is really strong at the start of your cooldowns whenever you're hitting a pack. So I'm using that. Black Silken Linen is good if you can guarantee that you have 70% or higher uptime on the course of the run. That's the main, like the cutoff. It is good. It is really good. It scales really well with item level. It gives you around 1100 mastery, which is the equivalent of 4 to 5% extra damage. But, you know, the caveat is that you have to have like 70% or higher uptime to make it valuable. These dungeons, Dragonflight dungeons, hurt a lot. So you're taking damage constantly, which reduces a bit of that value. If we were talking about last season, like, you know, if, for example, Blackroot Cold was a dungeon that we could do this season, yeah, Blue Silken Linen would be the best thing, because those dungeons you don't really take damage anywhere. Damn, we can get into a 12? What the hell? I was getting into 12s easy, like, earlier today. Do we have a not good 12? Like at this item level, like we can do anything we want. We're just really strong. Let's put 13 so we only see 12s and 13s. I want to do the 12s and the 13s and so on and so on. We did not good. Yeah, we did not good 12. We don't need that. We did Algatar 12? Yeah, we did 12 Algatar. Yeah, I think eventually we're going to do one thing, you know. We're going to get 2 Blue Silken Linen for Tyrannical weeks, because Blue Silken Linen is always working even on bosses. And for fortified weeks, I think it's still safe to go with Frostfire and 1 Blue Silken Linen to help you deal with those packs at the start, you know. Gives you a ton of haste every single pack that you hit. I think that's going to be my plan. But I'm always monitoring how much uptime I have with that Blue Silken Linen, you know. 70% uptime is the cutoff. If you're reaching that, then it's good. If you're going under that, then your Frostfire and Blue Silken combo is a bit better. Because the Frostfire Legworks always gives you value, you know, on every single pack of mobs, even though it doesn't give you some value on bosses. Even though there are a lot of bosses that just pump ads. Like in these Dragonflight dungeons, that like bosses like create ads. The Frog boss in the Halls of Infusion, there's bosses like in Brackenhide Hollow that like the first boss is 3 bosses, so you get value there, some value, not a lot, but there is some value. The big abomination boss in Brackenhide Hollow, you know, the 3 abomination thing also summons 5 things, so you're all constantly getting value from Frostfire. There's a lot of bosses that like summon ads in Dragonflight, so I think it has still good value in Tyrannical weeks, but still, that would be my answer. Yeah, in raids you have to take 2 Blue Silken in it. There's no getting around that. For raids it's double Blue Silken. Yeah, it's because look at my stats. My crit is almost reaching DR cap, so it's going to start giving me less value from per stat of crit. Haste already is there whenever I use a rune, for example. Let me show you. So I get a rune, it's almost there. So simulations are going to start telling you that you're getting less value from that. Mastery is not full. You see there? There's a lot of room for mastery there to become good. And 221 stats of mastery is equal to 1% of damage. Something like that. And versatility is always it's already overcapped, so every point of versatility is going to give you less value. So yeah, mastery remains open. That means mastery is going to be a bit more valuable than the other stats that are already reaching DR cap. Wanna join Ruby Life Pools? Do I have a Ruby Life Pools? I have a Ruby Life Pools 12. Azure Bolts? How about 12 Azure Bolts? Neltaris. Okay, let's go on Neltaris. It's pretty chilky. We've done it a lot last week. I think Neltaris Tyrannical is a lot dangerous than Neltaris Fortified. Neltaris again. Let's go there. Brackenhide's also fine. Let's go there. Okay, let's go Brackenhide. I think it's a bit better, you know. It's a bit like old Neltaris. I know it was fun to just use the chains to get rid of all the mobs. The problem is you weren't playing the dungeon. Like half the dungeon was done by itself. It really felt weird to do Neltaris. There was so much cheesing also, that like people bringing mobs from other levels to the chains and all those kinds of things. So I think the way that they fixed it, even though it's a bit annoying because people weren't used to playing those mobs, is a bit healthier for the game. Because you know, people are going to find ways to break stuff. Like MDI players do a lot of weird stuff to just get extra time. Eventually someone was going to find out with something with the chains to bring a boss or something there, I don't know. Oh yeah, it feels a bit shorter. I think the stun should last like 4 seconds, like I think 5 or something like that. And the debuff should remain on the mobs for like 20 seconds, you know, the extra damage taken. Because making the debuff the same duration as the stun doesn't feel well. Who's going to do like a ton of damage in those 2 seconds? You know, I guess there's some classes, maybe Arcane Mage. We also can do pretty high amounts of damage in like a few seconds, but still, like make it last a bit longer. Like keep the stun duration low, make the debuff duration high. Yeah, it's better to do the Neltaris, I think, in a group, if you can coordinate that. I normally sometimes do the chains, but when I see that other people are not doing it, it's all like organization and keys. I've died trying to do the chains sometimes, you know. It happens. You get impelted by a lot of damage. Sometimes I bubble and do the chains, so it's safe. Yeah, it probably feels really bad on dot classes. There's no burst. That's the main reason, like, for example, actually no, like, Shadow Priests are good, and they're kind of a dot class. Although I really don't know what they did to Shadow Priests. They keep changing every single expansion. Like, Afflux is a poor dot, like a pure dot, I think, class, and they're not brought anywhere. Mostly because burst is it's more important in keys. Okay, let's use the portal here. Okay, who do we have here? Demolock, we got a Shadow Priest. So the Shadow Priest is going to PI the lock probably. The Restoshami, and Demon Hunter. Let's get to Brackenhide. Brackenhide. I do try to help on chains as well sometimes. It's a good idea to position yourself there as well. Because I don't think the tanks can do it, right? They can't block, parry, or anything when they're trying to do the chain, so everyone else has to do it. It is. Shadow Priest and Locks are like meta. Add there a mage and you have the full package. Because mage is there mostly to give the int buff to the other casters. We always knew that it was going to be kind of a caster-dominated meta. Casters scale better with most of the most stats than other like melees. We fall off a bit because of burst scaling. Our mastery doesn't give us too much. Mastery in the past used to give us like per point of mastery, like 2.5% extra damage or something like that per percentage of mastery gain. Now it's only like every 221 mastery we get 1% of mastery, which is a lot lower. It's a big nerf. Hopefully that goes back to how it was in the past in the War Within, with the changes they did to mastery. That allows us to scale. Red really used to scale well. End of expansion Reds were really fun to play. Like Corruption Red, I remember in the FA. Then the Shadowlands Red at the end was also really fun. Okay, let's get our buffs. Food buff. This is a red dungeon. Actually, I should be using this thing instead. Like Syrian Light for... Actually, yeah. This place is incredibly dense mob. I'll just keep it at Seething Flames. I don't think he's going to do huge pulls because of bolstering. I'll just keep it there for now. Seething Flames does a lot more overall damage here. But let's try to time it here. So yeah, he's going to do like probably like medium-sized pulls. I don't think anyone's going to do like the full everything in this place. If I'm wrong, okay, I lose damage because I didn't pick Syrian Light. Let's see what he does. Yeah, is he oh, actually no, he's going big. Nah, okay, I lose damage because I didn't pick Syrian Light. I'll look at the War Scourge here. I wanted everything to be close to start doing my stuff. Pick that. My weapon. Those guys are hyper bolster. Yeah, that's a super bolt. Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to do like that pull. It just became a... I have cooldowns in my weapon. I'll use the next pack. Okay. I'll watch the War Scourge. Let's just use this thing now. War Scourge. And a range storm. Oh, we got the hunter? What the hell? Something killed the range. I'll kick that. What the? Oh, the hunter threw something at me. Yeah, we start losing people like early. The problem is packs don't die fast and bolstering is annoying. He's gonna double or just single. I think he just gonna simple packs. Too much bolstering. This is actually good for us because we took normal Wake of Ashes instead of uncapped Wake. I don't have blind for that guy. 3 seconds. We had a small rocky start, but should be fine now. Have our weapon for next pack. Let's use it here. Oh, thanks for that stun. Whoever that was. It made our... Oh, the tank just died. I can't res you, my dude. Now we gotta run. Why is he trying to do like weird big pulls? Literally can just press W in this place and we're fine. He has to get aggro. I'll wait for a few seconds. I'll just pop myself here. Now we need to do like crazy weird pulls because we did like this stuff, you know. Keep it simple. That's gonna hurt whoever hits. I do hate bolstering as well, but it was worse in the past. That's the only thing that keeps me going. Remember when bolstering used to add health to the mobs? You could make a giant mini boss. Fun times. Actually, not very fun times. We should just play pack to pack and we are totally fine. We don't need to do anything crazy. Just play pack to pack. I'll do the kick here, since no one wants to do it. Hopefully someone kicks the War Scourge. I'll kick the War Scourge. That's gonna hurt. Whoever it hits, never mind. Okay, it's fine. Use weapon on this. Use aggro, I think. that. Nice. Now we're gonna do that. What a weird pathing. I've never done both sides. I wonder what's his plan on skipping. This is a super odd pathing. Also, there's a trap there. Gotta be careful. I'll kick that. I'll save cooldowns here because we have boss next. Also, we have our Call to Chaos proc. That should give us enough damage to finish this off. Let's kill the hunter here. Oh no, you get one piece reaching 2k. 2k, and that's the only piece you get free. You get nothing for reaching 2.5. Got an achievement, but that was pretty much it. Okay, we use cooldowns. Damn it. I didn't want to use anything here, because we have boss. Use blind. This was a really weird pathing. I'm really curious on what are we gonna skip back after, you know? At the end we can skip a lot of things though. Maybe that's the plan. I have weapon. I'll use it on... We're gonna kill Trick Totem first because that mob is annoying. Use our shield. And when he comes back, we're gonna use all our cooldowns. Perfect. I'll quick the healing. It's fortified, so I don't think they need my defenses here. Got Call to Chaos going on. I have my kick for this, nice. Gotta take that ball to the face. Doesn't hurt too much. Totem is dying to AoE, which is fine. Take that. Should have a second round of cooldowns to finish out this. A defensive move. Small healing. Call to Chaos is back again. Their mine is gone. Very nice. I mean US servers. We did some little beta testing for EU on the weapon department. Come on, give me a proc. Give me a proc. Call to Chaos proc. We don't have cooldowns for this. We got 2 procs on the boss, so I guess I can't complain. I'll use this weapon here to finish this pack off. He's gonna do a huge pull after, so that's what I'm worried about not having cooldowns for. And then let's see if I was right, because this guy has such a weird routing. Okay, he's gonna do that. So we use... He's gonna bring everything together except the one that's immune. Pick that. Spend myself. Nice. I really like to use the Neltharion Skull to Chaos. I think it's really strong, especially for Mythic Plus. Just gives you a bunch of extra strength. The other good option is... I'm bubbling here. I don't want to die. It's Anvil. The good old Anvil, but that's only if you can actually guarantee to keep your stacks all the time. What the hell is killing me? Got that thing. Got a potion up. He needs mana. Personally, I'm going to go for the Whispering Icon plus Call to Chaos combo. For most of Fortified weeks, I think for Tyrannical, I will try to use Anvil plus Call to Chaos. I don't like to use Anvil too much because I mostly pug, and as you can see, pugs are very inconsistent to keep yourself in combat. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. So use this, the weapon. Pop myself, because I'm dying. Frontal. Something's hitting me really hard. And it can't be like the bleeds or anything, you know, it's I'm dispelling the poison. Take the roots. Dispel that. Dispel poisons. Can only dispel poison every 6 seconds, so gotta wait. I'll dispel the healer. I'll dispel the tank. Okay, let's go. To be honest, I should give them the... there's an alchemy thing in this dungeon I could actually do. I think we already passed all of them though. Gotta be careful with the oaks. They have that frontal. The frontal. More lashers. I have the bleed on me. Now we're gonna die here because these guys keep like summoning lashers. And we're just doing damage to them. I'll have to bubble, I think. I think they already did the bread. There's one. There's the next one. I'm gonna use my weapon here. Finish them off. When I have cooldowns for boss, so I want to use them here. Nice. These ads should give us some nice crossfire legworms. Never mind, they're dead. Actually, I hit them with the consecration, so it doesn't matter. Let's do boss. So I don't have my bubble to cheese the boss on one of the suck-in phases, you know. He has to go. I can't. Actually, I can't cheese it at all. No bubble. I'll go next though. My bubble is on cooldown, so I just have to go, I guess. I'll just go in then. Use my defensive. Can I use my weapon from here? I live. Blind here. Nice. More ads. Let's deal with the ads. Call to chaos. I'll use my weapon here. Cooldowns back. Oh, why did I use cooldowns here? Should have. And it doesn't really matter. Didn't look at the boss's health. We're gonna play it. Oh, okay. Does matter a bit. Still have 7 seconds of wings. Still thinking that it's like tyrannical and bosses have health. Normally this thing is skipped. We do have the way to skip it. I think we have a lock portal. I don't know if priests can like call the chaos proc. Nice. That guy's dead. Rip. Oh, by the way, you might ask, what procs call to chaos in single target? So every single tick of consecration actually counts as for procs of Call to Chaos. Not only the initial cast, like every single tick. Which is pretty good, because we still use consecration on single target sometimes. Well, actually all the time because of Consecrated Blade. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. Oh, we're gonna play it. I'll dispel that. That rotten meat is now dispelled. If not, I was kind of dead. The defensive there. That bone bolt hurts a ton. We wanna be res there. Mobs are almost dead. The rod and meat did. No, it went off. Whew. Now we have 3B reses, yeah. It's a good idea to use it. Okay, boss time. We got a weapon, so we're gonna use it as soon as we get there. And cool. I got a cultic Chaos proc on my opener. That's super good. So strong when that happens. There's the hyenas. Oh, they're in a good spot. I'll leave a little small dot on them. Good traps. I think I use cooldowns here. 20%. It's gonna be kind of wasted, but still, let's use them. I'm just gonna single target here. I could add a lot, but let's kill the boss. We could do a lot of damage here if we saved cooldowns. Because all these little trash mobs, you know. So I'm guessing now we're gonna skip every single thing up to the last boss. Maybe do 1 pack, 2 packs. Now we don't need anything. We can just hug the wall. Oh, almost pulled. Yeah, we just need the pack in the middle, I think. Let's let him get aggro. Spell. And use our weapon here. Dispel myself. Call the Chaos proc on a really good moment. I'll dispel. I'll use weapon on this. Should be up for one of the totems. Use weapon. Maybe the Shami dispel there. Didn't have to. But now we save cooldowns because the boss is so close, and I don't think using cooldowns on 2 mobs is pretty effective. Nice. Boss time. We got 6 minutes. This boss lasts 2.5 or something. We missed point something. Unfortunate. There's a totem. There it is. The Chaos proc with the totem, pretty good. So annihilate that thing. There's the other totem. There it is. Got here a bit pretty early. Nice. Cooldown's back in a few seconds. Should have enough damage to nuke it down. Dead. Nice. Have weapon for next totem. There's the totem. Use the weapon here. I think it was a good use. Now we use cooldowns on boss. Finish him off. Can even use like our cooldowns and cleave. Yeah, we can cleave. Nice. I was confident that we could do that. Now it's just boss. I think we focused on him boss. She dies at 5%. I say boss. Focus boss. Nice. Now we gotta kill one dude and we're fine. One mob. Kill the little ones, kill the little ones. Nice. Pretty good, pretty good. Anything good? Anything with a socket? Oh, that thing is worthless. It doesn't matter if it has a socket. I guess it saves us like 500 gold.
Found any good treasure lately?
That's my key. I got Naltharis 11. Actually I'll swap it.
Hope you find lots of treasure out there.
It might be meta, but red's still strong. You actually can feel the damage, you know, because I think for Brackenhide Hollow, the increase in damage was around of 60k, something of that overall. In most other dungeons, it's like a 45k damage overall increase. I did some sims. For this place, I think it was like 60, because yesterday I was doing some dungeons on Brackenhides without the weapon, and I was reaching like 440, not 440, 420 or something like that damage overalls. Now it's like 484, and this is with mistakes. So I think we can even reach higher. Also, we did make the mistake of using Seething Flames and Brackenhide Hollow, which is not a good idea. This place is so much better with uncapped Wake of Ashes and Syrian Light doing just random damage on top of more consecrations. How is damage distribution? So 23% Divine Storm, 10% Blade, that's fine. Wake of Ashes. Might seem good, you know, the Wake of Ashes damage, but it wasn't too high. Because normally, uncapped Wake of Ashes in this place does around 6% damage, so we lost 1.6 there. And Consecration of Syrian Light does up to 5, so we lost like 3.6% damage there. On top of the Syrian Light itself doing like 5% in this place. So we lost 5 plus 3, 8% damage minus the 4 point. Yeah, we lost 3.8% damage in this place because not taking Syrian Light. Oh well, we did some damage to primary mobs, which I guess is important as well. Okay, let's find another group. I want to keep poking my 12s. I'll do my key later. Uldaman is one of the places I want to go. Seems like a fun key. Last week it wasn't too fun because the place was frankly annoying with so many bosses. Sadly, there isn't a single Uldaman 12. Let's put 12 and see what appears. I'm sure we can do this with this item level, like up to 15s and higher and stuff, if we keep progressing. We feel really, really strong. Did we get a single PI there? We got one PI. Okay. Okay, I get it, priests. You love your warlock friends. And Lock got 13. Damn. No love for the Reds, man. They don't trust in us. To be honest, I wouldn't trust in us as well because our damage was fine, you know, without the weapon, but a lot of people are going to start to see Reds with their fully upgraded weapon doing massive damage. Then they're gonna PI us. Uldaman 11. Uldaman, Eltaris, or House of Infusion 12 would be nice. There's an Eltaris here. But it only has 2 DPS, which is kinda hard to... takes long to fill. Oh, today also was Workers' Day. I hope you guys had a nice... it's like a day off for people here. Hopefully I think it's in the whole world. Hope you guys had a good day off if you had one. House of Infusion, Neltaris, Uldaman, yeah. Let's put 13 so we can see only 12s. Neltaris, this one is acceptable. What else? Neltaris here, also good. Neltaris here, also good. Actually, this house, yeah, this house looks juicy. Let's go House of Infusion. House is going to be annoying because of the... Oh man, those drakes. We're gonna bolster the crap of the drakes. I don't wanna do that. We're gonna bolster the crap of the drakes. Even 2 stacks is a lot. The health difference is pretty notorious there. Yeah, no, I think House is illegal. I won't do it. Ah, we could. I just think I know some stuff there that's gonna mess us up. Those balls, even though after the nerfs, you know, the laser balls are pretty rough. Now Darius Uldaman, those are 2 good ones to do. Come on, get us in, man. We got the good score. What's 28.55? It's a pretty decent score, I think. Actually, it's not that high. It's mostly doing like everything on 11 and 12 last week as well. I think I did everything on 11, some 12s last week on Tyrannical. So we're almost at full 12 11s. Then we're gonna rank up to 13s and all those things. Sneltaurus here. Let's join up. Now this week on my raid, like we had 3 anvils drop because we did it on heroic, and we actually went into mythic. We did 2 bosses on mythic, and we got the first boss down and the second one, the amalgamation. So 2 heroic anvils dropped and 1 mythic. Sadly, I didn't get any one of them, but we can't complain. We got Call to Chaos, which is just a really strong trinket. Let's see how much uptime it had. 22% uptime, so it was a bit lowish, mostly because I died. Let's reduce that as well. Sometimes I have like up to 30. I've had keys with 30% uptime on Call to Chaos. On average, I have like 25, 26. How much strength is it? 4,600. That's on top. You have to always look at strength gains and also add 5% to that because of the... There's a passive that gives us extra strength for using... I do know that. Armor skills. Yeah, this thing. You receive 5% extra primary stat for wearing plates. So whenever you see strength gains, it's always 5% more. Now we could do a 13 Azure Bolts. Let's try to get into that as well. Sneltaurus 12. Come on, get me in, man. I could do it. I wonder what score other people are rocking. $28.55 sounds pretty solid. All of these are 13, sadly. I think it's time to use our own key, although our key is 11 Algatar. It's a pretty chill one. I already have a 12 Algatar. Let's keep trying to look for one thing that gives us score. Sneltaurus 13. Let me in. It's kind of annoying that this week is bolstering. I would have loved to pull bigger with our new weapon and stuff, but you saw how big pulls went. I don't think it's worth to do them because there's always one mob that's going to start one-shotting people. It's normally a caster or a range mob that survives. Okay, 12 Sneltaurus, come on. Get me in, man. I got the score. I could do this. $13 ruby life pools. I'll join. I think it's chill. The second part of the mobs are a bit rough. I did a 12, I think. I did a 10 this week. It wasn't even a 12, and it was rough. Those elementals, you know, you can bolster them when you kill the casters, and when the elemental does its big explosion, it hurts a ton. So you need a really high priority damage for bolstering this week on those. Ah, 13 has been declined. Satch. Okay, it's time to use our key since we don't get. Oh, never mind. Talk too fast. Got a bite. This guy is a Demolog. Perfect. So now we need someone that gives lust and tanking healer, of course. Although, to be honest, this guy's score is a tad low, so I don't think he's gonna get a lot of people here. Yeah, people look at other people's score and just don't join some low groups. I'm okay with waiting for a bit. We can go talk about trinkets and all those things. So let's go there. Let's go to the bullion vendor. No, you only get one. You get one mark from either doing three things: getting 1600 in PvP, getting 2k IO from keys, and killing heroic of any of the bosses of the awakened raids, the final bosses. But you can only get one mark. Trinket's pretty good, Anvil. I didn't mention it in the video, but it is pretty good if you can manage to get those stacks. That's the only shortcoming of this thing. It's great for raids though, if the fight lasts over 5 minutes, which is not many fights, to be honest. Like, bosses die pretty fast. Like, I think the only bosses that live more than 5 minutes are the last 2 bosses of any raid. Any other bosses should be dying like before that. So you're never gonna get full value of Elemental Pocket Anvil. I think it's a bit more of a sim bait. Yeah, it sims well, but can you meet the conditions to make it good? That's why mostly I'm debating on not using it this season, just going for the full Call to Chaos plus Whispering Icon. There's the Whispering Icon.
Time well spent.
It's not here, it's in the first one.
have a bright future.
Whispering Icon. Just flat stats. Because stats always work, you know, no matter what you do, the stats are doing their job. But I do have to find the second trinket for Tyrannical, and maybe Anvil is the answer. Whisper and Icon is great for fortified keys.
What time is it?
I do need something for
Be mindful of your time, hero.
Tyrant keys if I want to push higher.
See you again.
The thing is, if I don't have a group, you know, and it's hard to rely on pugs keeping a pace sometimes. So I'm really doubting that thing. For single target, I think I'm gonna use either Augury or Call to Case is really good for Mythic Plus. This is also really good. This would be our Abyss, you know, Elemental Pocket Ambo, but that's relying on you keeping your stacks, your full stacks all the time. If you have a group, yes, buy this thing up. By all means, you know, your group knows that you have it. They're gonna keep a pace in the dungeon. They're gonna try to not drop your stacks and do big damage. But if you don't have a group, sometimes mistakes happen, and it's going to be a lot less effective than any other things that you can buy. Personally, I'll go for Fortified Keys with Call to Chaos plus Whispering Icon, which is here.
Always a pleasure.
And for Tyrannical Keys, I'll go Call to Chaos because it still procs on single target because of Consecration. Every single tick makes it can have a chance to proc it. Plus, I'm debating on what to get there. I might just keep using like Whispering Icon, you know. But if I can find a reliable group, I would use Anvil plus Call to Chaos.
Sands be in your favor.
Anvil for raid is good. It's also fight dependent, by the way. Anvil takes 5 minutes to fully stack, So if the boss fight lasts less than 5 minutes, sometimes you're going to get less value from it. And depending how fast your raid is killing stuff, yeah, you're gonna see less gains from it. To be honest, I think the only bosses that last really long, like I said before, are like last 2 bosses of raids. Like Razaget is super long, Sarkaret is kind of long, and Firak is also a pretty long fight. Like the fight before that, you're always in combat, so you're not scared of dropping stacks on Tindril, you know. Before Neltarion was pretty short and heroic. Probably if you're doing Mythic, it's going to be a bit longer. I think it just fell over when we did it. And the last, what's the last boss? Before the last boss on the first raid is the Broodkeeper. So if you're on ads on Broodkeeper, I don't think Andal is good. If you're on boss in Broodkeeper, I think it's good. Really depends. Oh, we got a healer. Nice. That should attract the tank. Oh, we got our not another DPS. We got a hunter, lock, priest. Okay, we got lust cover. We have extra health. Now probably we're going to be getting a demon hunter for that 5% extra damage on magic effects, and because like demon hunters are just by default the best tank this season, which is a shame. I think Blizzard should have done a bit more tuning for this last season, you know, because demon hunters were already good last patch with prot valleys a bit, but now they're just the de facto best tank. Hey Garrett, so Rumbling Ruby is pretty good. Actually, if you get one to drop, use it. It's good on both AoE and single target. It did how much of my damage in this run? Like, let's check. Okay, it did a bit less in this run because this place has like so many mobs, you know. But it normally does around 3% of my damage in most runs on the damage effect. But you also have to consider the passive. It gives you 37 attack power per stack. 1 point of attack power is basically 1 point of strength. So it's like the thing said, it gives you 37 strength per stack. It goes up to 10, so 370, but on average you're going to get around half of that most of the time. So it's pretty good. It gives you a bunch of extra primary, and it gives you a nice extra damage effect on top. Pretty solid trinket if you can get it to drop. And it's also good to use the PvP one, you know. I was using the PvP one before I got called to Chaos. It served me well for the first few days. To be honest, I would keep using the little badge thing if it went to heroic item level. I would actually PvP to get this thing on heroic item level if I could. It's really, really solid. Just super reliable. But the difference in strength gains from this to this is pretty huge, you know. It's 1600 strength that this thing gives you on a longer duration and on almost the same cooldown, because this thing has a 1 proc per minute. Sometimes it just even procs back to back. So I don't know what the hell is happening with Neltarian's Cult to Chaos. Sometimes it's incredibly good. Vault console fight. Yeah, that one's fun. Yeah, I remember that. That's a really fun fight. I just go Mythic Plus build on that. Just AoE everything down. Although the circle mechanics, the thunder circle mechanics are kind of fun to watch people run around like crazy, you know, trying to find the big stone to remove it. It's a chaotic fight. Come on, get attacked. Nice, Uncle Ruckus. You'll see the damage differential. It's like huge. You'll notice immediately. Depending on the dungeon, it's between like 40k damage gain to 60k damage gain. Depending on the density of mobs that you're going to be pulling. This week probably around 40. Unless your tank's doing some like really crazy pulls. But it's still like a super substantial gain. Come on, we need a tank. 12 Miltaris. Yeah, it's not big. It's huge. It's massive. It's funny because everyone was so ready yesterday to get the upgrade, you know, and Blizzard just didn't test out the the upgrade system. And today it wasn't even totally fixed, you know. You didn't get the discount of crests. I made the mistake of just buying it, you know. I saw it was fixed, I got it immediately. So I didn't get any discount on my crests. I paid the full 60-90, you know, 60 worm, 90 aspect, and all the flight stones. I really didn't care, you know, yeah. Okay, whatever, just give me my legendary. It took like, I think, 1 hour more to fix everything completely. I wonder if they fixed like rings that you buy with bullions, you're not able to socket them. I think that's also fixed. I wasn't actually too surprised to see a lot of bugs this patch because like everyone's probably focused on the war within. They left like a skeleton crew to take care of the season.
Jaredin continue to threaten our position here. The Black Dragonflight welcomes your help in repelling these attackers. Though I have been perhaps
Nice, Ankarokus.
at times, we've always worked.
Yeah, US always
ensuring you
tests for
continue
EU.
to support my
We're
efforts
kind of
for
like
the
a shield
betterment
for you
of the
guys. You never have to see the bugs because we get them first. Okay, so our group comp is Warlock plus Hunter plus Demon Hunter and Priest. I think Priest's probably going to PI the Warlock because it's already like known that they're pretty good with it. But let's see who PI who gets the PI, you know. Let's get our buffs. Item level of legendary is 535. It's fully maxed. This guy probably has his, yeah, enemy of the sky. That's also 535. What's the equivalent as the best caster weapon that they can get? Let's check the log. Maybe he bought it. Dreambinder Loom of the Great Cycle. I guess this is. Weave, it does damage, blah blah blah. Ah, interesting. So every person got his best weapon today, I think, with bullions and all those things. Okay, he's gonna lust first pull, let group. Okay, so we're gonna wait for aggro. This can go really well, as it can go really badly, because if mobs don't die fast enough, they're gonna get super bolstered. Let's use a potion here. I don't think this is gonna pull aggro. So I guess a lot of casters are getting the Numu staff, hunters are getting their thing, the bow from Razgat, and we get our weapon. What's the name of the thing? Paralat. Okay, there's a frontal. We live. Everything is run. Everything is fine. Very nice. We got cooldowns for next pack. The two big rocks survive. Smaller rocks survive. Okay. Where's the Thaumaturge? There he is. Gonna be a more conservative pull, I think, here. I didn't notice if my Call to Chaos proc there. Hopefully it did. Hopefully it did. Pick the multi thing. Freedom in a second. Pull that, we're gonna bolster it. That's kind of bad because we're bolstering these mobs. Stun this. Gotta call the Chaos proc here. Gonna use cooldowns in a second. Did we ninja pull these? I think we did ninja pull it. I don't think it was the intention of the tank to bolster them and then try to kill them. Let's wait for aggro a second. There we go. We got weapon. Stun this weapon. We got Call to Chaos proc. Pretty good for this. Even if we don't use cooldowns here, we're gonna do some damage. Blind here. Yeah, we don't need to use cooldowns here. Call to Chaos is there again. Like, I don't know, the proc rate says like 1 per minute, but the thing is like proccing constantly. It's actually carrying our damage here because we didn't use any single, not a single cooldown here. So it's just that raw 30% extra damage from the thing that's carrying their damage. I don't use later. Just go raw, you know. Take this. It's all defensive. And you gotta call the Chaos proc back to back here. It proc 3 times, by the way. 3 times in this boss fight, I think. Because we shouldn't be winning the single target damage here. There's a charge. And dodge this. We got our weapon in 8 seconds and our cooldowns in 30. Gotta use weapon when it's safe. I think it's safe now. Send it. I have cooldown defensive for this. I have my small. Let's get to the boss. Use our normal cooldowns here. Did I get hit by that? I think I did. To be honest, it was good because it made my shield explode. Another Call to Chaos proc. I think we got 4 of them this fight. Yeah, we got 4 of them this fight. Bubble here. heal that guy because he was dying. Kill the boss, kill the boss, kill the boss, kill the boss, kill the boss. Nice. I want to see how many procs we get there. Call to Chaos. 2 and 2 reapply. So yeah, we got 4 procs there. We got 1 full minute of Call to Chaos proc. 56 seconds. Almost a full minute. That thing's insane. I don't know why is it proccing so much. I think I removed one of my buffs. No, I have all of them. I'll get the kick on the Overseer. Pick that. I'll get one of the chains. Ah! Let's call the chaos again. Nice. We got our weapon here. Pick this and I'll use it. Got my cooldowns back. Pick that. Someone has to do the chains because I don't have it. Someone do the chains maybe? I'll stun this guy. He doesn't jump to someone else. Oh, he released. We could have rested him. I don't have... I have cooldown on chain, so someone has to do this, and it's very risky. I'll pop myself, man. Yeah, that bleed was destroying me, man. It's not even like bolstered bleed. I can't do it. I don't have it. Someone has to. These ones are gonna hurt. I'll stun one of them. Told you it was gonna hurt. Sadly, I can't do much for him. If I sack him, I probably die. Super bolstered bleeds are something that we can't like mitigate a lot as threats. They go through armor, they go through our defensives, you know, our extra avoidance. Avoidance does nothing for single target hits. I'll use weapon here. I'll use cooldowns. 45 mobs, you know. They're raging. That is defensive here. It's all the defenses. I hate like when hits are single target. They hurt so much because they get through our defensives. I don't think I'll have weapon ready for the first jump. I'll have it for second jump. I'll try to line myself like here, so I'm the first one to clear. I don't have Bob to clear that for you, my friend, sadly. Alright, I'll be the last one to clear. That was so messy. They should let the tank do it, you know, the tank run through the things. I had to bubble there. I'll use my weapon on the next chains. Use cooldowns here. No Bob still. And remove the bleed. I'll res him in a second. Chaos is up. He should die before the next chains. Let's be a good player and like use cooldowns to finish him off. Yeah, I think that was the best thing to do, you know, just finish him off before we go to the next damage phase. We should have cooldowns maybe coming back for these mobs. We shouldn't do the big pull, yeah, just do the small one, man. People are gonna, I'll res the guy, but... Oh, don't take it. Okay, now take it. We shouldn't do the big one. People are gonna die before we even reach that place. Get the food. We have cooldowns, but yeah, this wasn't the play, my friends. Wait, I can't survive that. I got every single dude jumped to me. Yeah, you gotta play it slow, man. Yeah, but he has like a cloth class and a hunter. Those guys are not gonna make it. He's done this 1,000 times, but he's done it with like he's done it with probably his group maybe. Or with like more resilient classes. Hey Nilesh, what's up, man? I'll use one chain. They're coming. Now we might have to do like some crazy stuff to fix the mistake there. But I think the safe play was always to pull stuff back, you know, split the groups. I know it's a lot more boring to do, but if it times the key, I think it's better. Got the Chaos Rock twice there. I love this Trinket. So fun to use. Especially if you're tracking it. When you see the little proc go up all the time, you feel good. Nice. Let's use the food. Okay, is this guy one of the tanks that kills this guy, or he lets him sleep? Because I'm the one that lets this guy sleep. Okay, he's sleeping. Nice. Cooldown's in 15 seconds, so I think the tank will get aggro, and I'll use cooldowns in a second. 8, 6, 5. I'll do a kick here. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I'll stun one of those. I'll do Chaos Proc. Nice. We got it. Those packs are pretty dangerous because of the lava players. I always try to focus one of them down first. I'll use my weapon here. My Cultic is still procced again. Actually, no, that's from the last pull. Maybe it procs again, though? Freedom here. Take that moat. 12 minutes is more than enough to do 2 bosses and a bit of trash. Now, I don't know why people call this Trinket unreliable. It's pretty reliable to me. It's happening all the time. Oh, this is a dangerous pull. There's 4 of these players. Let's stun one and kick the other. Defensive and pray. Oh, nice. We got silence. The pin proc again. A blind here. Pick the moat. Very nice. It's gonna hurt a bit. Yeah, Scorch Stomp. Okay, got weapon here. And I use it on one of these lava flare thingies. Nice. Silenced, so we use cooldowns here. I'll kick one of them when I can. Bolstering is such an annoying affix, man. We might be running a bit short on time. But if we don't time it, I think it was a bit more of how we pulled the dungeon than us not having the damage. Sometimes you gotta go slow, so you go fast after, you know. See how your other players are struggling and try to help them. Demon Hunter was kind of like autopiloting everything. He doesn't see like the lock and the hunter are already struggling to survive, and he's just pulling like if everyone else was like indestructible. He's probably gonna not pull the other pack. Gonna play the boss in this middle half, I think. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's a bit risky, but I think we can pull it off. Okay, he's alive. Oh, never mind. We're gonna do the other pack. This is a safe play, but I think it's a bit late to play safe. I'll kick this and use my weapon. We're gonna use cooldowns because it's 4 to 5 mobs, and 4 to 5 mobs hurt a lot. I'll stun this. Yeah, 7 minutes to do 2 bosses is a bit cutting it too close. We might not time this. Still good to try though. I'm all for finishing keys, you know. I don't like to leave them randomly. Cooldowns in 2 seconds. The chaos is there. Right on time. And I mean it because I don't want to take 5% extra damage when the dude's hammering. Felt the chaos happened like to save my tank here. Freedom. Gotta heal myself a bit here, taking extra damage from my trinket. Damn it, I have to rest that guy. Use cooldowns. Now finish boss with weapon. And he jumps to the this little coding thing. You'll have cooldowns. Use it now. Come on, kill it, kill it. I'll use my food and get the weapon. Gotta wait. Think it's rip, and I'm all for finishing the key. I don't really need the gear, but it's nice for, I think, the people that maybe need it. These guys need it. Yeah, they do need it. Demon Hunter is 507. The Lock is 510. The only one that's pretty similar gear to us is the Hunter, which is 512. Okay, he's gonna snap, so we drop. This was super timeable. Sadly, we made some weird polls that kind of ruined the run. Did it snap? Where's the... Okay, there he is. He snapped. Nice. I'm gonna throw my shield here. The Blazing Aegis. I just need to put myself in a nice position. Throw it here. Kill the bird first because it does a ton of damage. Nice. I can hit them from here, so I'm fine. Hopefully we get something with avoidance or a ring here. Like a ring with avoidance and a sock. That would be the dream. This weapon. Just because. We're gonna skip. No, we're gonna do that pack. Yeah, we have to play the middle pack. That. This was such a timeable key, man. Oh, we're gonna bolster them. Okay. I don't think that was the play. Sack him. Defense it myself, use cooldowns to finish this. You can run, it's pretty close. An army. I want to check my Call to Chaos prop on this key. I'll res him. I'm dead. Maybe. I'm alive. I have no defensives though. We shouldn't need it for boss. These lava little thingies are killing me. Okay. We're gonna wait and reset the lust. Might as well, you know. 8 seconds. Where's Rocky? Oh, it's all the way back there. Okay, let's go. Gonna use my weapon on damage phase. Gotta go find that treasure. Do the Pronto again? No, go. There's a treasure. There's no treasures. There's one there. Okay, I got the one that's AoE. I did hit mine, right? Yeah, I think I did. I'm pretty sure my treasure hit. Do some AoE here. Kill this little ember thing. I don't have a treasure. Oh man, I forgot to get one. Oh, they have it, they have it. Okay, let's be nice and go pick a treasure now. There's one here. Oh, nice. We got the Dagoon. I don't think we need them. This boss is just gonna die. Okay, give me something with avoidance or a sock. I'll take it. Speed. I'll take it. Any day of the week. So this was worth it, even though we didn't time it. So now we got boots with speed. We can swap some stats around and we can use those. If I would, yeah, sure, I'll show it just a second and when we get to Baldraken. Okay, so these are my talents currently I'm using. I have a talent command, I think, in chat that shows my talents when I use the talents that I use when I do like big AoE pulls, and the talents that I use when I do like smaller density places. This is the small density. Like the only change I actually do is this. But I just wanted to put them there in the commands, you know. This week is bolstering, which means that tanks are not going to pull a lot, and if they do, it's very dangerous, as you saw there. Like a lot of these mobs do like random damage, and some classes can survive it, which is pretty dangerous. So most tanks are just going to play it safe, pull like 5 things, and I think Seething Flames is really good to up to 5 targets. If you have more things, Searing Light I think it's better for like big AoE pulls because this has a 15-second cooldown, does a ton of AoE damage when it drops, and if mobs are in the consecration there, you get extra value. And it's also consistent damage, it's not tied to cooldown. And this is my setup of stats. But I want to check one thing. How much did this proc? 25%. It felt higher. Gotta be honest, it felt a lot higher. But 21 procs is pretty good. 7.5 minutes with Call to Chaos, really strong. Okay, let's find another key. Neltaros, Uldaman, or Halls. Let's put 13. We're gonna queue for some 13s. Maybe we get accepted. No? There's an Neltaros 13. Maybe we get in. I can do 13s, 12s. I can do probably higher. That's my score. People are gonna see like the last season score and maybe say, maybe we get someone who has higher. Everyone's looking for the Shadow Priest. They're pretty strong, to be honest. I think Shadow Priest is always going to be meta if it's strong, just because it brings PI. PI, it just makes some specs incredibly powerful. Like, who was getting the PIs there? I think I was, because you saw that other people dying. I got 3 of them. Who got the others? Okay, Locke didn't get a single one. Hunter got 12 of them. I got 3. Yes, Pocket Anvil is the best trinket for Retribution Paladins. The problem is there is an if, and it's a big if. If you can't keep the stacks going in a Mythic Plus dungeon, almost anything else is going to give you more value, because that thing relies on you having it 5 stacked all the way. So if the dungeon, if you're in a pug and they can't keep a pace, and you leave combat, then it's going to be not so good. Theoretically, it is BIS. In simulations, in perfect situations, it is the best thing that you can get. But the big if, like I said. I'm not going to risk it. I already have Call to Chaos, so I'm now going to buy my Whispering Icon, and I'm going to use that combo for most of the rest of the season. I will consider using Anvil for tyrannical keys mostly. And if I can have a group that I can reliably trust to let me be in combat all the time, you know, keep a consistent pace in the dungeon. There's also dungeons that you can't really use the thing, like you can't really keep your stacks, for example, in Knockwood, because you have to fly around. There's no way you keep yourself in combat there. Where else? Algatar is debatable. There's some places where you might drop combat. Ruby Lipus is fine. Actually, no, you're gonna drop it whenever you go to the dragon after the first boss. What else? What else? I think Uldaman is one of the places where you will be able to do... No, actually, no. Unless you're extremely fast, and when you do the little jump skip to the last boss, you're gonna drop your stacks. Although that's the last boss, you should be fine. Neltaros is... yeah, you can do it here. Halls of Infusion. Yeah, I think you can do it in Halls. So there's some places where it's not good because you are forced to drop combat and you're gonna drop stacks no matter what. There's other places that it can be good. But you also have to like rely on the tank spacing, and if you're doing only pugs like I do, sometimes that doesn't happen. Someone dies, you gotta res, you gotta wait, you gotta use the cast, you know, the 7 seconds casting, and it's kinda hard to keep them up. For casual players, I recommend just passive stat trinkets, because those give you value no matter what. Like I said, my combo is going to be Neltarian's Call to Chaos, this string, and a Whispering Icon that I can show you here. Let's go there. That's just my passive stat trinkets, never gonna fail you, you know. Always doing their job.
It is good to see you here. This has been time well spent.
And this thing, Whispering Incarnate Icon. It's really good stats. Just reliable stuff. I did upgrade the weapon. I got the Neltarian Call to Chaos from a drop. I got really lucky. So yeah, I have max weapon and Call to Chaos. And also I have Diurna's Ring, so I guess I'm super lucky. Thanks, Faud. Yeah, this season's been good to me. Okay, let's find a key. Halls of Infusion, let's go. Neltaris again. What else? What else? There's a lot of Osha keys now. Yeah, it's pretty late. It's 12:30 Eastern time here, so it's time for the Oceania people to appear. I would join them, but I get like 300 ping when I try to play with them. There's another House Infusion. Oh, we got insta declined? Oh no, he delisted. Okay, understandable. Oh, nice. Got into a House. Halls is a pretty rough key, mostly because they're the dragon part. There's a very high health differential between those big dragons and the mobs around them, so we're going to bolster them, and that might kill the tank. Some tanks like know and like jump away from the breath, but some don't and just take it and just insta die because of bolstering. Hopefully the tank just jumps away, so it's not a problem. Even that, the dragon, even after that, the dragon is still like super dangerous because of the AoE it does to the whole group. I can remove myself and someone else with freedom. And we also have Shadow Priest. So I can remove one of the debuffs there. And me and one person, so I think I'm gonna do that. Let's get to the key, so we can summon people. The only downside, by the way, of Call to Chaos is you take 5% more damage when you have it procced. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. 5% shouldn't be too punishing the further we are in the season, because you're gonna get more stamina, more stats. You might get avoidance pieces that also like just negate the effect. But one thing I've been noticing from the Dragonflight dungeons, a lot of the damage is direct damage. You know, it's like single target hits that the mobs are doing to everyone. So they're not like negated by things like Sanctified Plates. So avoidance is a bit less valuable. So many bolt effects that just happen on you. Or random throws. Like I was getting destroyed in that Neltaris, and I'm a Red Pally. I should be tanky, but because most of those things are bleeds and just direct hits, I can't mitigate them. I just have to take them. I think my defensive cooldowns were on cooldown every time. Okay, we got a third. It's a Augmentation Evoker. I'm really on the fence about the Augmentation this season. They're good, you know, but I think Devastation is just better. Aug makes the keys easier, but the damage penalty is a bit rough. I think we have the damage though here. The problem is if someone dies, then oh yeah, that's really bad with Aug. If we lose someone, then yeah, there goes half of our damage of the group's dam. I might have to keep an eye on people all the way to the third boss because of the dragon hallway, and that third boss also is pretty punishing. So I'll just be on triage duty, trying to heal people if I see them low enough. There's a healer. Okay, we take them. He's down a Halls 11, so I think he can do a 12. We just need a tank. The tank is probably going to be a Demon Hunter. Sometimes I've seen like Prot Pally still running around, but Demon Hunter just does what Prot Pally used to do a bit better. They just have double silence. They have like the grip sigil, you know, they do everything. They have grip sigil, that is basically DK stuff. They have silences, which was normally Prot Pally stuff. And they have a ton of damage, which was like the thing of Prot Warriors. So basically Demon Hunters are just an amalgamation of all the tanks. They have every single utility of the other tanks as well as their own things, you know. They bring 5% damage buff to casters. Well, not casters, just magic damage dealers. Includes us. They're just really damn strong. I think really Blizz should have done a tuning pass before the season. They did something, like very small changes, but almost nothing noticeable. Now that healer didn't take them bite. Satch. Being in a 3 DPS group is always gonna take a bit longer to fill up. Mostly because, yeah, tanks are not going to join that unless they see a healer. Oh, he's just gonna take the first guy he appears. Okay. We got a pretty decent group comp here. We got Druid, which gives 3% burst. This verse, by the way, is off the diminishing return, so it's always going to be 3%, which is good. And we have the Aug that gives us a lot of survivability, and we have the Shadow Priest. I'm just a bit worried if our damage is going to be enough, but because it's fortified and bosses don't last too long, I think we should be fine. Our boss damage is not incredible. That's the main reason I say that. Aug is gonna make our crash damage like huge, but our boss damage is eh. So. Nice Panda Bonsai. I'm glad to hear that there's other tanks. Other tanks still exist, man. Every single group I've joined is just a Demon Hunter tank. They just have every utility. What can you do? Prot Pally used to be like the best tank for kicks, but now that's the Demon Hunter as well, because they can reduce the cooldown of their sigils. That's one thing I didn't know. So normally it's, I think, a 1 minute cooldown. They can bring that to like 20 seconds, and they have 2 charges of sigils. Insane. Okay, this is... Oh, actually, this is a Pally. Nice. We got a Pally tank. Can see other tanks here. We have Devotion Aura here. So we are a super tanky group. We have Burst, we have Devo Aura, we have Priest buff. Good stuff. Working on the Demon Hunter. Okay, nice. I would like to multi-class, but I just like to play red. I don't know why. I just enjoy this class so much. I've enjoyed it since it was like really bad till now that it's really good. We should summon the people. Who's far away? Actually everyone's here. Let's repair and let's go in. Normally when the season is ending, I just create like gear up my other pallies, you know, doing keys and like other fun challenges. This time I think I'm gonna do one without add-ons, you know, playing without add-ons, trying to reach like 3k or something like that. Let's see how that goes. I'll probably still use a damage meter, but I won't use like any weak auras. I think that would be a fun video to make. To be fair, I almost play without add-ons. The only things that I use, like combat-wise, is details and weak auras. Even this, like the tracker, my interrupt tracker is a weak aura. So yeah, I'm basically using only 2 things as combat add-ons, and one only tells me my damage. You know, I don't use a boss mod or anything. That's why, by the way, if you see, my boss mod is 21 updates behind. It's kind of the channel's meme. Okay, they're gonna pull big first pull, they say. So they're probably gonna do the 2 sides and the little mobs that are pattering down the stairs. It can be done. We need a lot of kicks though. I'll probably kick the defender and like blind the apparatus when he's doing it explode. Because I don't want to stun it. I want it to follow me. Well, follow the tank. So yeah, I'm gonna do that on that side. Hopefully the other guys control the left side. Nice, man. Grats. That's pretty lucky because it's picking a Mythic track weapon from Vault, or you gotta buy an Ashkandar, you know, or just handle yourself with a heroic weapon from Mythic Plus. That was a good choice. Keep doing your emergency raids. Doesn't matter if it's not faded. There's a lot of groups going around trying to get the legendary this season. Hopefully Blizz buffs the drop rate of that thing, because it really messes up anyone that's trying to play red now, you know, that doesn't have the legendary. Okay, let's get a pot going. Oh, we didn't change to Syrian Light. Yeah, it's not necessary here. We're fine with Seeding Flames in this run. These balls are pretty small for the most part. Okay, I'm gonna watch the defender. Demo shot. Kick. Where are we going now? Blind that. I'm getting laser beam to death. Okay, this is the pull. I forgot to use my weapon. Damn it. I'll use it on this back. I think it's better to just split my cooldowns here. I'll wait for the jump. Do the jump. Use weapon. Freedom the laser beam. Cooldowns back in 3 seconds. We're gonna use him as fortified mobs. Nice. Hopefully we get a call to Chaos proc here. Freedom here, so we remove the laser. Come on, give me a call to Chaos proc before my Wake of Ashes. Nope. It's Wake of Ashes. Ball is dead. I think we save cooldowns for our next pack. Kick the demo shout. We're gonna use our Wake of Ashes here just to finish up the pack. We should finish it. Don't bolster the other one. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll kick one of the defenders. My weapon to finish up the pack. Nice. Let's finish up that guy. Gonna watch one of the apparatus. That was almost my death. Cooldowns back. Freedom here. Get rid of the apparatus. Focusing on one of the balls down. Let's not get Goomba stomped here. Got a call to Chaos proc, so I would love to pull. He has aggro. I think he has. Getting laser beamed. That cooldown's back, let's use them. Nice. We got a weapon for boss. Oh yeah, I didn't check if this evoker has it in legendary. I'll use my weapon here. Small defensive. Oh, my shield didn't blow up. Yeah, actually did. I get to run away. Coolowns are back. Run away.
It's too far away.
Cooldown's back in a few seconds, but the boss is gonna do his thing and go into the middle. I still have the mark. Run. And let's kill the ads. Don't care with that last circle. Weapon. It's a good time to use it. They have the thing? No. Some of the guys. Hopefully they go far. Because the circle is huge. See? It's huge. Small defensive. Use cooldowns to finish off boss. Not on me. Kill boss. Very nice. Okay, I wonder if he's gonna go right side. I've seen some tanks like go crazy and go to the frog side. Never mind, he's not going there. Good stuff. Who's slow? You're slow. Have a freedom. I'll watch the diamond one. We're just gonna play this? Okay, it's fine. These guys are actually hurting me. Ooh. That almost went off. That almost was very bad because that guy was bolstered. And my weapon. I'll use this thing. Take the dazzle. You don't have to kill it, kick it, but it's nice to do anyways. I remove the poison from the priest. And stacks. Almost forgot that. Let's give our tank a sack here. So if he gets like stunned like that, he survives. Yeah, you see? Save his life. I save his life. Now you got a Call to Chaos proc. Always nice to see. Now let's stop hitting or we might die if we get aggro. I want to save my cooldowns for the next pack. Next pack is super dangerous. There's a lot of storm shock troopers. I'll remove the poison from that guy. I know it might seem tempting to use your cooldowns on a bunch of little mobs. Sometimes it's better to save it for something a lot more dangerous. Because we do want to time this game, you know? I can't like sack here. There is an invisible thing here. Oh, we're not gonna do it. Interesting. So I save my cooldowns for nothing. God damn it. you wanna be a nice person and do the correct thing, but sometimes it doesn't pay off. Maybe I should just like pad like crazy. Nice. Let's go do the frog thing. I was saving my cooldowns for that pack in the back. Like the shock troopers and all those things. Defensive here, so it explodes. And we use cooldowns on the frogs. Who do I freedom in the next part and the dragons? I think the most squishy person is the priest. Not sure though. Remove the poison here. Got cooldowns back. My weapon as well. Very nice. Boss is almost dead. Oh yeah, let's use weapon here. He already jumped. Nice. Okay, this is the part that I kind of feared a bit. These dragons are nasty. So I'll free them. I think I'll free them the priest. Save my freedom for the actual damage ability. It's gonna hurt. Here with Pronto. Oof. Another dragon. Red. Do your thing. There's a chill. Freedom the priest. Have my weapon for next pack. Very nice. We got 17 minutes, we should be totally fine. Gonna play these? Yeah, we're gonna play these. That's my weapon here. Move out of it. Don't need freedom. Stun that so it doesn't hit no one. Nice. Okay. Another dragon, and this one is a bit more dangerous. I'm very worried about the health of our tank. I might sack when like 2 things die. Because of bolster online here. I should actually be sacking the Evoker. I think he's a bit more squishy. I'll bubble this. It's okay, he's kiting. He doesn't need my sack. Okay, boss time. 20 seconds for cooldowns and 20 seconds for weapon. That hurts a lot. Yeah, those pulls hurt a ton. Use weapon here while we can. We should be fine with Evoker and Healer here. Should not be needed to heal too much. I don't know what pulled me. Something pulled me back. Got cooldowns back. 1 second. Let's get some holy power here. Gonna blow up. I think I can hit it from here. Yeah, I can. Got my weapon back in 20 seconds. Gotta find a place to use it where it's safe though. I don't know if I use it here, I jump to it, to the boss and die. I'll use it here. Oh no, don't! No! You move it too soon. My weapon. Very nice. We're doing pretty decent single target damage, to be honest. Ah, they're gonna do a big pull here. I should have died so they rest me. I think I'll have cooldowns for when it matters. He's gonna set up the pull and all those things. Click one of these so it moves. That big circle like freaked me out. Attack him. Still, big circle Tauren still alive. Can I weapon here without dying? I think we're fine. I'll weapon this. This. Don't have my blind to stop it. Good. Now the mini boss. We got 9 minutes to do the last thing, and we should be fine, unless something horrible happens.
Tyr has done.
3 seconds for cooldowns. Down here. This is defensive. Get the barrier. Defensive. I lost track of where I was. No defensive here, we just take it. Nice. Now we just do boss, and we got the 12 here. Another little rager thingy appeared. Nice. Let's use weapon here as well we can. Gotta be real careful with these bubbles. They move in a very erratic way. They sometimes like blend into the boss, and it's kind of hard to see them. Boss should be going into his damage phase now. Sadly, we had a Poltergeist proc there. Not gonna get much value from that. Yeah, we lost like half of that proc. Sad. But now we can do like the pally thing and just run like crazy here. Just bubble and don't care about anything. Because this boss only has one phase, you can do this. You really don't need your bubble for anything else. I'll hit every one of these. I think I can kick that. I'll just tank it. I'm not gonna use cooldowns on these. Do I have anything to stop that? Still don't have anything to stop that. Boss time. Let's use weapon while we can. And those bubbles are very close to me. Told you, they move in a very erratic way. And the boss dead. Nice. 500 overall. Pretty good. Pretty good. Ah, that's with Evoker though. Subtract 50k from that. 450 overall. Give me something good. Gold. Nothing. Oh, an Iridius Fragment with Avoidance. Oh, that's interesting. Would I use an Iridius Fragment? Oh, he doesn't need it. Do we go for an Iridius Fragment? Just for the avoidance. But what would you drop? Would I drop my... Nah, I'm not gonna go for that. 3-minute trinkets are too clunky to use. Even if they have avoidance. GG's. Pretty good key. Pretty good. Okay, what's our points? 2883. Nice. How many did it give us? I think it says here somewhere. Got 23 points from that. That's pretty good. I think we can reach 29,000 today. Yeah, one more key and I think we reach it. The old diamond should be the one that gives us another 20 points. Luri, sure. These are my trinkets. I'm using Call to Chaos and I'm using Rumbling Ruby. I didn't buy Call to Chaos, I just got the drop from Eltarion yesterday. So I got really, really lucky. It's a really strong trinket because it procs pretty often. I think I have it like 25% uptime on this key. Let's check. So where is my Call to Chaos? 22% uptime. It procs 22 times and 3 overlaps. So 25 procs, which is pretty good, I think. It was in a run of 27 minutes. I think it under-procced in this one. Sometimes it procs a bit more. It does feel that it's up pretty often though, because I track it. You know, you see the little thingy here, like the little Call to Chaos icon. So it feels that it's up, like almost on every single one of my cooldowns. Actually, that might be true, because it has a 1 proc per minute. So it's going to naturally fit in my cooldowns most of the time. It's pretty strong. It gives you a ton of haste, strength, main stat. I think the value is whenever this thing procs, you get around 30 to 25% extra damage just on raw strength. So it's basically like you get an extra pair of wings. Oh, my talents. Okay, talents. I thought trinkets. These are my talents. I read wrong. Saw the screen too far away. This is what I'm running. This week, I think it's better to run Seething Flames instead of Searing Light, mostly because tanks are pulling a bit more conservative. Although this run we had Evoker, so we could go a bit crazier, you know, pull more stuff. Maybe Searing Light was a bit better if in that case, but you never know, you know. It's a pug. Sometimes they pull big, sometimes they'll pull small. Most of the pugs I've been doing, like in the afternoon, for example, were pulling pretty like 5 targets max, you know. No one was going like super crazy on the 12s. But these dungeons, they are going a bit harder. So maybe Searing Light is a play. But whenever I change it, the pugs are going to start pulling different. So I'm just gonna leave it there. No problem, man. Okay, let's go do that Uldaman. I think we can get 2900 today. The goal is, well, 3k is a nice goal to have, you know? 3k IO score. But we'll go further. We'll go higher as the season goes. 3k is the short-term goal now. There's a 13. Okay, let's go. I'm up for a 13. 11 is going to give us how many points? So 11 is going to give us probably like 12 points. We need 20-ish points to get to 2900. So yeah, we have to do a 12 at least. Not many Uldamans though. There's another 13 here. Maybe we get in. Our score is kind of inflated because we already did every single key on both Tyrannical and Fortified, so it looks a bit higher. It's not too high. I think there's people with 3200 already or something like that, which is crazy, man. But they're playing it in teams, which is different, totally different than playing in the puck world. Come on, a 12 Uldaman I wanna do. These guys on 13s are probably not gonna want me in there. Actually, they should. This guy only did a 10. And this guy only did an 11. So I'm pretty much on their level. Unless they probably need, let's say, a Lust class. I think for Uldaman, I just go with Searing Light. This place has pretty big pools. I'm gonna do that swap now. Oh, we don't have Neltaris 12. Actually, Neltaris can actually give us the points that we need. Yeah, Neltaris is only a 9 unfortified, I think. My max. The 12 you see here is overtime. So yeah, we can look for Neltaris as well. Let's see, Neltaris 12. Oh. There's one here. We can do this. There's another one here. Although no, not this one. That one's fine. It's kind of hard to get into keys, man. Like, I don't think this is a low score, but it's pretty decent to do like 12s. I'm guessing people are looking for a Lost class, like the last one. Or maybe like, I think everyone knows the meta now, right? It's like Mage, Priest, Demolock, Demon Hunter, Tank, Priest, or what's the healer? Druid Priest, probably. Damn, couldn't get into that. Sag. Okay, let's believe in this one, you know? The guy has a kind of a lowish score, but like lowish score for past seasons. And also let's keep looking for Uldaman keys. Oh, we got something in the mail. Oh, nice. 100 flight stones. Pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot to use these boots. So I get haste, I lose burst. I gotta swap something then. I can swap my bracers. My bracers give me haste and crit. Do I have another bracer that don't give haste? No, this one gives haste as well. I think I don't have a piece to swap. I could move around some gems. I have 2 haste gems that I'm using. 4 haste gems. So yeah, I can swap this piece. I should do it later though. Yeah, I'm gonna use these speed boots. Pretty good to have some tertiaries. I've been lucky with those as well. You know, I got some leech, got some avoidance. My hands have avoidance on a champion level though. It's gonna be sad to let these hands go eventually. Avoidance is a really good stat. Let's put 13, so we only look at 12s and 13s. What other 12 would give me score? Probably vaults. No, Azure Vault won't. It's only going to give me like 12 points because I already have 12 on Tyrannical. Need something that gives me 20, and that's the only one is Oldaman. Maybe Neltaris. It's 13 Oldaman? Maybe? Okay, there's Neltaris here. Come on, get me in, man. I can do this. I'll do a ton of damage. I think this time they did the Faded season a bit better, without considering the bugs, you know. Because in the past Faded season, it was a bit of a problem to get your highest upgraded item. You had to actually like raid a Mythic to get a Mythic item level, let's say Gable of the Arbiter or Jatus, you know. You had to get like I think 15 tokens from you got 1 token from each of the raid bosses killed on that difficulty to upgrade your weapon, which was kind of annoying because if you didn't raid Mythic, you only got a heroic piece. But now you get just a lowish piece that you can upgrade just doing Mythic Plus with your Aspect Crest. I like this upgrade system a lot more. It's pretty fair to casual players, and it's pretty intuitive, you know? There's not a single Uldaman 12. Damn it. And these Neltaras don't want us there. That we would blast these Neltaras. People don't trust us. They don't trust the light. I guess people are thinking about red like before we got the weapon. Because yeah, before we got the weapon we were kind of under some other specs that already had like everything upgraded. You know how things are. People like look at how one guy performs and then thinks the whole class performs that way. Come on, get me in, man. I should actually write like a little note or something here. Just get me in or I do damage. I will try to get my key up, by the way, off stream. So next stream we can do some other stuff, and we don't run around so much. Although it's nice to talk and do just some laps around Baldraken. I think we get a new city next expansion, a new capital city. I don't remember the name though, and I also don't have the alpha, so I can't go check it out. But I heard they destroyed Dalaran, which is kind of sad because Dalaran was in Legion, and I really like that place. It wasn't Legion, it was in Northrend. You know, it was in the most impactful expansions I think for WoW. Northrend because of Arthas, Legion because of the that ended the Arthas arc. You know. After whatever happens after Northrend and Arthas didn't happen, by the way. I don't consider Shadowlands canon in that way. They butchered Arthas in that expansion. And then after that, Legion. Yeah, Legion ended the Burning Crusade. Yeah, the Burning Legion arc. Yeah, Shadowlands kind of messed up the lore. Everything was the Jailer's plan, I guess. Nah. Okay, there's an Uldaman here. Come on, get me in. Nice, we got it. Let's say hi. Okay, who's in the group? We got a Balanced Druid and we got an Enhancement Shami. So we got a weird comp here. It's the first one we haven't seen a Demolock or a Priest. Yeah, we're gonna be prepared to wait 6 years for a healer and a tank, the lead says. I'm okay with waiting. We can chill. I can wait up to 15 minutes, I think, for a key. Then I'll just leave, I guess. Healing is kind of scary, and these Dragonflight keys, there's a lot of consistent damage going on. Oh, why don't you check something else here? How long was my uptime on Blue Silken Linen? This one I had 67% uptime. Still not 70, but close. This is mostly because we had an Augmentation Evoker, by the way. Augmentation Evoker just makes your health not drop most of the time, you know. They put up a shield on top of you when you do damage. Or something like that. So yeah, Augmentation Evoker like helps a lot with Blue Silken Linen if you're into that. It's gonna make your uptime a bit higher. Most of the time I have like 50% uptime. There's also some keys where you're just gonna take damage all the time. Like let's talk about that. Like where is it? Ruby Light Pulse, you're always going to take like a bunch of damage and reduced. The first part, you have those rock guys that just do a stomp and do a ton of damage to you. They're gonna reduce your uptime on Blue Silken Linen. And the second part, you're basically always taking fire damage on you because of the big fire thing and the little casters that do like random bolts on people. So yeah, this key is pretty bad for Silken Linen, I think. Azure Bolts. There is a lot of like rot damage here. The little plants sometimes get their cast through and you take a lot of damage there. And after that, I think, yeah, it's a pretty safe key. Unless you take unnecessary damage. Yeah, I think Azure Bolts is pretty chill. There's not too much rot. Brackenhide, there's a lot of rot. Random bolts, random poisons, a lot of damage that you're taking. Probably Blue Silken Linen is gonna have pretty low value. Algatar Academy is debatable. Half of it you do take a lot of damage, half of it you don't. 50-50. House of Infusion, you do take a ton. The first part is you're always taking damage because of the balls, laser balls. Second part, yeah, there's a lot of AoE stuff that mobs do. The little frogs hit you. Yeah, there's a ton of damage here. Never gonna have high uptimes unless you have like Augmentation Evoker giving you shields all the time. Neltaros, yeah, Neltaros, you're taking damage all the time. Pretty low uptime on Blue Silken Linen. Not good offensive. The first part with the centaurs, you take a ton of damage from the arrows, sometimes the small hits on the ground. Especially if you're a caster, you know. Take a ton of damage. I've seen casters die all the time in the first part, but Red Paladins, I think we're safe. But we do take occasional damage under 90%. The Thunder part, yeah, we take a ton of damage there. And there's explosions on the undead side. So yeah, there's not too much uptime here. Uldaman, half of it is chill, half of it you take a ton of damage. So yeah, in conclusion, I think, yeah, these places have a ton of like raw damage going on. It's pretty hard to get a lot of value of this. Full value of this embellishment. A lot of things are not how the Sims tell you. Sometimes you gotta test it for yourself, you know? Doing simulations for Mythic Plus is not a exact science. There's always variables. Okay, we got a healer, so tank should be coming soon because healers attract tanks. Also, we got a Preservation Evoker. That's pretty good because they can remove, I think, bleeds, which, although it's not tyrannical, so the snake boss shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna go this build, I think. Yeah, Uldaman has a pretty high density of mobs. There's a lot of like small mobs that Syrian Light can hit. There we go, we got a tank. Let's go. I think this is gonna be last key of the night. Hopefully we get to 2900. Just have to time this, so play it safe. Yeah, I think playing safe back to pack, we should be fine. There's no need to go crazy, you know. Actually, I'm debating to going back to Seething Flames. It does help with bosses. I want to see one thing. Primal Tsunami boss. How much damage did my Wake do? It's around 3% more.
I need to target something first.
From the Wake of Ashes, extra hits. Where is it? Okay, there he is. I can't click. Okay, I can click now. Overall, how much damage it did? 3.9. It's pretty low. I'll go Seething Flames this time. No, I mean Syrian Light, Syrian Light. Confuse the names. Let's repair, just in case. We didn't die because we still have our foot buff, so
To reclaim our
that was a pretty chill key.
we aspects must restore the powers we relinquish to defeat Death.
Okay, let's do this.
Within the depths of Uldaman lies a vault that holds a disc of
I might
purple
have to
tears
keep an eye
of
on the maybe the enhancement Shami, who's a bit squishier. So enhancement Shami is pretty geared.
It
1.2
may
million
contain
health.
knowledge we need to regain our strength.
So I might have to take keep an eye on the Boomy. Oh, he has Call to Suffering. Nice. Okay, that's I think that's Korean. I think it's Korean. It doesn't look Chinese. I know Chinese symbols and I actually don't know. Kinda know. 90% that's Korean. Okay, let's use our little potion and let's use the good pots. I forgot we're using the bad pots. Okay, let's see how far he goes. I'm gonna bop here, by the way, instantly to do my rotation just in peace without having to move away from the big guy.
To defeat Deathwing.
Just gonna go here.
Within the
Okay.
depths of Ulrun lies a vault that holds a disc of deeper tears memories. Find that disc and bring it back to me. It may contain the knowledge we need to regain our strength.
I call those like that's offensive defense. The offensive bubble. Very nice. Now let's take care of these little basilisk thingies. Kick them upline. We got Call to Chaos proc. Very nice. Let's use weapon. Call to Chaos doesn't actually do anything with it, but it's a good time to use it. Nice. Now we have cooldowns for next pack.
What's this? Intruders here to take our riches, I bet!
I'm not gonna use my bubble for this. Stick with Chain Lightning. I'll use bubble for this. I think I have aggro. Those basilisks were like looking me pretty funny. Call the Chaos proc. Love to see it. Ow, that hurt. Get distracted by my Call to Chaos procs. I think it was the correct call to use Searing Light on this one because the Boomy and the enhancement are going to make time in the single target department and we can take care of AoE. So it's good to just focus on that. I'm gonna look at this Basilisk. Wait for him to get aggro of everything or we die. Kick the Basilisk. Freedom. Okay, we gotta be real careful with the swirlies here. A blind here. Very nice. Yeah, those are the swirlies. Tank should be fine. Those are bolstered swirlies. They hurt. I'll give him a few flash of lights. Although he has so much health. He's so thick. I'll use my weapon here after the second slam. There's the second slam. I think I'm safe doing the weapon. Don't slam me, please. Oh, they did it at the same time. I thought they were like uncoordinated. I have to remove that poison. Got you, friend. These guys put a disease on their target. Makes them take like 30% more damage or something like that. Oh, let's pull. I have Call to Chaos. Let's go. 11 seconds. Ah, rip. It's gone. Okay, we got a few hits with it. Okay, where's the... There's the Geomancer? Oh, he has silence. Perfect. Move away. Focus the Geomancer. Take it. Got cooldowns. Geomancer. There he is. Let's kick him. Focus him down. I have to stun him. Totem. Weapon in 14 seconds. I'll use my weapon on the next totem. I would love to use my cooldowns on like a bunch of these little troll thingies, but like this is just not lining up. It's gonna line up for this one, so I'll do big damage here. A bubble for this. Let's be greedy. Just a bit greedy. We're gonna use our weapon for totem, so we can be greedy. Let's use it here. Told you, it was worth it. You gotta know when to be greedy, you gotta know when to not be greedy and just kill boss. I think we can just chill and kill boss here. Just wake up Ashes, so I mean not a Divine Stone to get some extra haste from my Frostfire, and we're gone. We're gone. We're good. Half a proc of Call to Chaos kind of went to waste there. Should be fine. Let's blast. Freedom here before we Divine Toll. I think we can kill everything. Yeah, we can. Now that guy's dead. Good thing it's fortified bosses. This part hurts a lot on Tyrannical. They buff these guys. Let's be careful here. Don't die. I got my weapon in a few seconds. I'll use my cooldowns, I think. Yeah, I'll use cooldowns. People are just dying, man. We're fine, we're fine. He can release and he's gonna be farther away than us, you know, like farther ahead.
We'll lend you a hand after we get our bearings.
Yeah, he's already there. He never died. That was a tactical death to be here faster.
We know how to open the door, but that ugly rockhead always kept us out.
Okay, these guys hurt. I don't think it's a good idea to get a bunch of them, you know, the big snake guys. These rafty custodian thingies. He has aggro of this, right? I don't want to get smashed. A stun? Yeah, he didn't have aggro. Luckily, I didn't use anything, so I'm... We're okay. He didn't use anything.
You better go on while Olaf recovers.
It's too far away.
Okay, he has aggro now, I guess. Got a stun in 15 seconds. Stun here and use weapon on one of them. I can't stun AoE, so sadly he has to keep fighting. I'll lay on hands. Not lay on hands, I'll sack him. Just in case. And we're good. Nice.
The unworthy will not enter
That was the best outcome of a death, you know, die without using cooldown so you can come back and have them fortified. Multi Chaos procs back to back. Love to see it. We parry the shock or the knockback. Stack these. Parry? No parry. Another Call to Chaos proc. That's the third one this fight. Who's bleeding out? I think everyone's safe. Let's use this to get away from the entangling. Let's res that guy. Gotta stun it. Use my weapon. I should be actually watching the group and helping them survive. Playing a bit selfish here. But I thought we were going to be fine. Like it's a fortified boss. I really thought we were going to be fine there. It's fortified boss.
Some kind of light.
I guess I'll be lay on handsing and bopping more people next time. Still have time here. I have my blind. Hopefully he does his AOECC first. Yeah, I'll wait that. I'll do the next one. Happens again, I'll do it. I'll do it here. Okay, with the cleaves. It's a lot of cleaves. This got cleaves and we die there. Nice. Got cooldowns in 18 seconds for next packs. I think we can play it safe. Oh, we're gonna do this. Oh, okay. Stun this. Maybe this is for cooldown recovery? Not sure though. I don't want to use my cooldowns on 3 guys that don't have health, so I'm just gonna use basic abilities on them. Do I have anything for that Halls of Stone? It's probably gonna do double here, so let's wait for aggro. I'll watch one of the wardens. I don't have anything to stop that. Like blind was on cooldown. I have my weapon here. I'll use it to end this pack. I can stun this guy. Weapon here. Big cleave. Okay, nice. I'll watch one of the weavers. I have my blind if in case of the big channel thing that they do, the Halls of Stone, that I'll blind. Read them myself. Cooldown's back in a bit. Let's stun this. Our healer is not having a good time. I'll start rezzing them. And then this guy. We're lacking a bit of AoE. Just a little bit. We have to make it in the single target boss fights though. Like Shami and Druid have to make up for it. I didn't take my single target talent, so it's a bit lower on my side. Let's go target a bat. Always target a bat here. Cooldowns. Call to chaos? No call to chaos. Always target a bat because the spiders jump away. So they're annoying to target. Sometimes they're behind you and you stop attacking. That's a big spider. It's a big pounce. I'll stun this one so it doesn't pounce. Big spider does big damage. Okay, I have no damage for boss. It's all in their hands. For 20 seconds I can't do anything, and he's gonna go into his phase.
Purging protocols.
I have to use weapon. Let's use it. Please don't move it. Nice. Okay, that's all my contribution to this. Actually, I can do some damage here. Still have some time before this energy fills. I'll go far. Okay, I think we're fine here. Ah. At least I left my dot on that one. Should die. How much health? Okay, he's almost dead. Perfect. Take all my cooldowns to finish this guy off. Okay, he's on. Let's use everything we have. Let's kill him in. We got no Darian's Call to Chaos here. 6 seconds. Spam Templars, find the verdicts. I'll go the middle. Screw them ourselves. The middle is a bit more risky to play with but we can do it because we have a lot of range as Pallies. Also makes the other classes that actually have to be melee, like Enhancement Shamis, have more uptime because we don't have to make them move. And they're carrying the single target, so I'm fine with it. Stun this, use my weapon. I need one more stun there. Oh damn, this is the guy that does the... We gotta LOS this. I'll use cooldowns here. I'll use shield here. Get some damage here. Nice. So we're gonna bolster him, but everyone's gonna LOS. Or he's gonna die. Nice. Yeah, we gotta play it slow. Gotta play slow and Metallica. We got time. It's only one boss. And our boss time killing is really good. Those guys have to come. Not perfect. Do your thing. Okay, I think I'm safe here. I am. But no one else was doing the same thing. So I'm gonna save cooldowns. Next pack is big, and it's like... And there's no like big golem things, so we can like do normal damage. Oh, you LOS or die. Gotta res the guy. Yeah, that guy was bolstered, so yeah. He was gonna die, no matter what. This mob does a frontal, yeah, that thing. These guys do cleaves. Here's the tank. Got my weapon for next pack. I think it's gonna be just a 3 plus golems, maybe? Yeah, 3 plus golems. We gotta play it safe, like the last time. LOS and all those things. Don't get aggro, my dudes. Wait for him. Wait for the tank. His weapon here. Oh, I'm gonna take damage. Hurts. Focus down the big golems. Gotta focus their sprawl. I'll just stay with shield. I'll start LOSing when they're like bolstered. Okay, so now I should LOS. LOS now. LOS now. No, damn it. I missed. I was behind the thing. Crap. It really depends on how many B-reses you have and where you are in the encounter and who the person is. For example, sometimes if the DPS dies and the boss is like I think 10 to 20%, you can like ignore it and save the B-res. But if it's a healer or something, someone important, and you know a damage phase is going to happen, maybe you have to B-res that person. It really depends on when it happens and who the person is. Okay, we're running a bit short on time here. Oh. Hopefully we don't fail the keep for 10 seconds because of my death. Well, actually 15 seconds because 5 seconds from my death and the res. Don't die, don't die, don't die. These guys cleave? They cleave. So I have to rest this guy now. It's too far of a run. So for example there was the healer who died. The tank is taking a ton of damage. The rest point is far away. And I don't think we can finish the attack without a healer, so we gotta get him up. Yeah, we're gonna have one shot to do this. 8 minutes, it's a lot of time actually. We're fine. No problem, man. Always here to help. I'm gonna wait for a second. I don't think he did put much aggro on this big guy. Oh, there's two big guys. Oh, this is bad. We don't have priest. We don't have anyone. We gotta commit cooldowns here. Heal him. We had time. We didn't have to do this. I bubbled there. That's a risky move. I'll get him up. It's a risky move. We had time. 6 minutes is more than enough to do this boss.
It's too far away.
Where did the tank's like up there? Yeah, he died so far up. We're still fine. Let's go. Let's do the little jumpy thingy. We have no B-reses, so no one has to die. Okay, I made it. Druid has invisibility. Why? Yeah, cat. Come on, Druid. The Druid can stealth. Yeah, he can stealth. If not, he can just die. Okay, he's fine. He could just stealth, by the way. I'll show my stats in a second when we get to Blood Dragon. Finish the key. And my weapon, I'll use it when we are in the fast phase. I have to leave this here. Is everyone okay? Get into the thing. This weapon and get to the other thing. When I say thing, I mean circles. Knock back. A second. Let's use defensive here. I got my cooldowns back. Out the case is running. Damage phase in a second. Damage phase, going to circles. Frontal. Use defensive here and a pot. Save the healer or we die. I'll go to this little Please don't die, healer. We need you. I'll sack him. He's sacked. I'll have to bubble here. One more damage phase. Let's survive one more. Yes, we got it. GG's. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, I have a weapon. Ah! Very nice, very nice. 20 points. 2900 got. Got 2900. Give me something good. Avoidance. That's an actually good ring. That's a huge ring. I want to get more crit instead of burst because I already have so much burst. Let's go back to Bald. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I'm really happy. Hey, Sleepy. Keys are going really well. You just got 2900. The short-term goal is to get to 3k. Should be like everything on 13s. But we already reached 2900. We got everything, almost everything on 12s. So now we're gonna start doing the 13s. Was a good night. Okay, so let's show the talent. So this is what I was using. I think it was worth it. Maybe I should just swap to this week permanently to Seething Flames. Mostly because the pulls that we were doing weren't like huge. Most of the pulls were like 5 targets or 3 targets. And in those situations, just Seething Flames is better. And we make time just killing bosses. Mostly because this week is bolstering, which is a very annoying week that doesn't allow you to do big pulls. It's just too important, man. I wouldn't play a red if I don't have the legendary. It's just a huge boost of your damage. If you don't have the legendary, your other options are getting Ashkandor, which also has a proc effect, but it's not the same as the Lego. The Lego just has AoE on everything your attacks hit, and you also do a ton of damage on hit. I mean on use. Like it did how much for me? It's 7% of my damage. I think Ashkandor in the perfect situations where everything is a humanoid gets you 2%. So the weapon is extremely powerful. Sadly, I wouldn't play a red if I don't have a legendary unless maybe Blizzard makes an announcement that they're making the legendary drop more often or something like that. Red's still really fun to play, but without the Lego it's going to be a bit hard for you, man. Yeah, I know. It's still fun to play red though. The only thing is your damage is going to be a bit lower. Yeah, Sleepy. It's always going to be like that. I felt the same like last season. Every group I rejoined, everyone had a stupid legendary. I still did do more damage though, most of the times. I don't know how. I just did damage. Spam Divine Storm like crazy. My item level weapon at the moment is 535. It's the max. So this is like going to stay like that until the end of the season. Man, I didn't spam my Blade of Justice a lot here. It's only 8.8. Normally it's like 10. I missed a lot of damage. And my mark is super high. I guess stuff didn't die fast enough. Normally mark is a bit lower than Judgment and Expurgation. It's like the 5th thing. It is really fun to play Pally, man. It's just annoying this season, like you have to get the legendary. If not, it feels kind of weird. They should have put it on the bender, I think. Like okay, so if you want to make people work for the legendary, make it so that the first 2 bullions they buy the legendary, it's not upgraded. It's like 496 item level like it was last season, and the 4th week they can buy the next bullion, and then you get the upgrade for the people that didn't have it, you know, in season 3. That way they can at least get it in a reliable time frame. Because if not, if you didn't play season 3, you have to kill Firak 15 times for the weapon to be 100% guaranteed drop. And that's just too much, you know. The season's going to be kind of like over by then. It's not fair for the people that just started. I think they should reduce it to put it on the vendor, reduce the amount of Firak kills you need, or put it on the vendor, something like that. No, actually the use is really good, you know. But the main reason the weapon is strong is the dots. We're the best class at applying the Mark of Firlit, because almost everything we do applies it. Let me show you. Like, you can just auto attack and you apply it. Everything has the mark. You see? Up there. I'm clicking every single target dummy. Everything has the mark with just an auto attack because of Crusading Strikes. After that, the Blade of Justice applies it. After that, Judgment applies it. Divine Storm applies it. Literally everything we do applies it, while other classes like that use the legendary don't do it as easily as us. So we get a bunch of benefits from the second part, the little dot things that appear on the mobs. The dots are really, really strong for us. The unuse is also good, and it can be used as a funnel. For example, if you have a bunch of mobs on a boss fight, and you somehow can position yourself to not hit the mobs, but only the main target you want to hit, let's say the big boss, you can funnel all the damage like the Firlit does to that main target. Because for everything that has your dot, it gets extra damage. You know, you get, it says 10% extra damage per target. So let's say you have 9 things and the boss. You hit the 9 things, put the dot, then turn yourself in a way that you hit the boss only with your unuse, and you're going to hit like the boss for like 2 million damage. And that's if it doesn't crit, maybe 4 million if you crit on most of your hits. It's kind of niche to do, but it has that use on the funnel. For the most part, just use it. Just press the button and use it. I normally don't use it on big packs, you know, more than 5 things. I think our abilities do a bit more there. I normally use it to finish packs then. Mostly because I use Frostfire Legwords of Preparation. So in those huge packs, I want to use all the haste this thing gives me on top of my cooldowns. And then I'll finish the pack off with the weapon. Yeah, the legendary is the main complaint of every single two-hander class last patch. I said it, it's like the orange stick is a curse. The orange stick is a curse. It was so annoying to get. First the legendary had these problems. First it was annoying to get. Once you got it, if you got it early, it was trash. They had to buff it 3 times to make it good. And then after that you couldn't get it because it was really hard, you know, RNG just cucked you sometimes. I got it like 1 week before the pity timer. I got it on my 14th kill. So technically I got it still with a bit of luck, but it was even after the buffs. So yeah, and then now you couldn't upgrade it with your booleans the day you wanted to because it was bugged and it couldn't be upgraded, which was annoying. So yeah, that thing is cursed. I think this is the legendary that has like the most problems since its launch. It's not going to be well remembered. It's going to be remembered by the memes, you know, but not because it was like good. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't like it, and I don't like it so much that I just use my Ashbringer on top of it. You know, a lot of people use the legendary. I don't. I just use my old Ashbringer transmog on top. I don't even want to see the thing. That was a good key though. That was damage at the end. Let's check some stuff. Let's see uptime. 23% on Cultic Chaos, which is pretty good. 25 applications. And how many reapplications? 8. So we got 33 applications total. Nice. So that means that it's proccing back to back. It doesn't have an internal cooldown. It just procs. Sometimes you can get a bunch of like value from it. It's RNG, but it's going to happen most of the time on your cooldowns because of the 1 proc per minute. So it's very likely that it happens when you actually need it. I like that trinket. It's so strong. RNG, but strong. If, for example, I was using here the Anvil trinket, the thing would have done nothing because people died. I had to res. There was no way I could keep myself in combat to make Anvil viable. You know, that's the main reason I don't really recommend it. Although its simulation is incredibly good, it's a simulation. It's perfect situations that normally don't happen in PUGs. You have to have a perfect group to do that, like a group of friends that you play around. It doesn't happen if you're like in the PUG world like me. Call to Chaos it is. Okay guys, I think I'm going to end the stream there. It was a pretty good stream. We got a bunch of points. We got to 2900. We did how many? I think 412s? Yeah, we did 412s. We got like 80 something points today. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, Wowhead is recommending Anvil, but it's a really good trinket, man. Just you have to play around it like really well. Keep yourself in combat all the time. You gotta use the active sometimes, even if you're not hitting anything, to extend the buff of the stacks. So it's kind of cumbersome, kind of weird to use, but if you do it, it's going to be your best in slot trinket. If you don't, it's just kind of bad, you know. It has that duality. I just sometimes want trinkets that that are reliable, you know, that give me stats and give me my damage, you know. I don't want to be doing like, on top of doing damage and all those things, like doing other things like, how do you say? Making plates spin on top of me on top of doing my damage. I just want my stats. Yeah, you're going to be like, yeah, pull fast, my stacks, man, pull. I've already seen some people doing that, you know, that have that trinket and are just like asking for the tank to pull fast. It's also that, you know. I just don't enjoy to use much of that trinket as well. But it's really good. I admit it. It's best in slot if you can manage to make the plate spin on top of doing your rotation, do your utility and all those things. And also having a group that is actually going to not die because you waste time rezzing people and it's going to pull really fast. So there's a lot of conditions that you have to meet to use that trinket optimally. Okay guys, as I said, we're gonna end the stream there. We had a really good time. We got a bunch of points. And yeah, I won't say I'll be back tomorrow because sometimes I'm not back tomorrow. But if I am, it would be nice if everyone's back again. We can do more keys. And the goal is to get to 3K. And well, thanks for watching everyone and have a great night.